Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to review the 39 Steps directed by Alfred Hitchcock from 1935. And in this movie Robert Donat plays this man who is in a music hall where things happen, and then a woman shoots, and there's a panic between the people, and suddenly this woman who shoots asked Robert Donat if she can go home with him just because she wanted. So she goes with him, and when she comes there she talks about, yeah, she's haunted by some people who wants to kill her, and she talks about some spy stuff and the 39 steps and all these things. And Robert Donat doesn't take it so much seriously, but when the day after, when she's dead, he becomes nervous for what to do, and he knows now they want to get rid of him. And at the same time, he also becomes under investigation for the murder on this woman. So what he does is he tries to go to Scotland because she talked about a meeting there or something like that. And yeah, that's the plot of this film, and there he meets different types of people, villains and the cops, and it's a very typical Hitchcock, the wrong man story, as you have seen like in what's the film, Young and Innocent, and North by Northwest. It's this type of Hitchcock wrong man scenario. And it's a very light-hearted film. It has suspense, but it's really played for, how should I say, more comedic tone. And it's a film that has a tremendous pace, and it's very entertaining. I have to actually say, I've seen this twice now, and the first time I watched this I wasn't so blown away by it. I don't know what I expected. Maybe because I saw how great reviews it got, and how it was almost like many people's favorite Hitchcock film. And at that time, I have seen a lot of Hitchcock film, and I've seen North by Northwest, and then I probably felt it was more. It felt too similar in that way, but and so my feelings that time was, I felt it was decent, but I wasn't so blown away. But now as we watched it after many years, and I think it's really wonderful film, really. And really the humor in it is is really great. I really like the humor in it, particularly when Robert Donat meets Madeleine Carroll, the blonde woman, and they have to have handcuffs together, and they have to go to a hotel and have one bed, and of course they don't really like each other at that time, but he, because he doesn't want to the situation, he doesn't want the situation to become suspicious, then he really tries to make it look like they are a real couple in love, and there's some very wonderful scenes there. And also he talked about making fun of that he is really a murderer, and he said, I killed my first man when he was 19, and I really like that joke. And also the scene where she has to take her stockings off her legs, and it's really fun stuff there in the bed. And it's quite surprising when I rewatch it, is how little Madeleine Carroll is in this film. It's really first the last 30 minutes of the film, but she has her part is really almost as iconic as Robert Donat in this film. Yeah, and it really, it is a film with great set pieces, of course in the music hall, but also the scene when he's in the train and has to go out at the bridge. Really some great stuff there. You can definitely see again some of Hitchcock's way of making things very intense, and almost but focusing on the more spectacle aspects, like he did in North by Northwest again, where it was even more spectacle. But this film is in some ways a bit more subtle in and focus more of the intimacy between the characters when he also is on this farm and meets a woman who is married to a very religious man. And that scene is also quite, even though I wouldn't call it a realistic scene, but it's actually quite not heartfelt scene, but it's a sweet scene. I like sort of, I like that the women, he has like three women he meets in this, and there's the first one who got killed, the spy, and the woman on the farm, and then Madeline Karras, and he all have good chemistry with all of them. I sort of like that those scenes, and yeah, and of course the climax at the music hall again is also very iconic and very really wonderful filmed and edited together, and there's the scene where he has to make that speech where he doesn't know what to say, but and everyone ends up clapping at him. That's also a very fun scene, and it just feels that scene is also very much feels very recognizable if you have seen North by Northwest as well. There's also there's really a lot of similarities between these films, but I think in some ways now that I've rewatched the 39 Steps, that this is actually a better film, and really, yeah, it was a great rewatch, and I really have not much issue with it now, maybe except the murder scene in the beginning with the woman who gets killed. That scene, it does look a bit dated, and it is very rushed in some ways. It just happens, yeah, without really no anticipation. That's maybe the only issue I have with this film. But the rest is a wonderful film. Yeah, probably the best film he made in the 30s. Yeah, and that is just my opinion. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know in the comments what you think of the 39 Steps, and I hope you will all have a very nice day. Bye.